Notice of this regular meeting of the Pitman Board of Education was posted at Borough Hall. A copy thereof delivered to all Pitman schools to be posted and posted on the district's website. Further, notice was posted and filed as required by law, stating the board would meet in closed session at 6:30 p.m. in the Pitman High School Media Center. The president shall entertain any objections with supporting reasons to the conduct of this meeting on the grounds that it violates the Open Public Meeting Act. Okay, seeing none, please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please join me in a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Mr. Stratus, will you please call the roll?
Mrs. Bolton?
Here.
Mrs. Farrell?
Here.
Mr. Grossman?
Present.
Mrs. Cipiano?
Here.
Mrs. Miller?
Here.
Mrs. Papalardo?
Here.
Mrs. Pope?
Here.
Quorum is 7-0.
Thank you. This will bring us to our public comment. The Pitman Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on school matters of community interest. This is the first of 2 public comments we will have this evening. The first public hearing is on agenda items only. This is public comment, not a dialogue between the board. You will have 3 minutes to speak, and is your opportunity to comment or ask questions. In accordance with board policy number 0167, we ask that you state your name, municipality of residence, and group affiliation if applicable. To be recognized to speak, please stand at the podium located here on my right. Okay, seeing none, Mr. Distratus, is there any correspondence?
No.
Okay, I'll now move to accept a motion for the minutes of the Pitman Board of Education as held on the dates listed below are approved as printed and reading dispensed with. May I have a second?
Second, Papalardo.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Any abstentions? Okay, seeing none, that's gonna bring us to our presentation portion of the evening, and I will turn it over to Mrs. Stewart.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight is the junior senior high night at the board meeting, so we have some staff with us and some students. I wanted to start off with a story. When I was in 7th grade, I was going into 7th grade and I was starting in a new school. And a couple of days before I started, my grandmother called me on the phone and she's like, I took a job at your school. And I was like, really? What are you doing? And she's like, I'm gonna work in the cafeteria. I'm gonna be one of the lunch ladies there. And I thought about it and I was nervous. I was switching up schools and I was like, I'm gonna see my grandma, who's my favorite person, by the way, anyway. So I go into school that day and I'm sitting down and eating with people who I knew kind of from sports. And I'm thinking, like, everyone better pick up their trash because my grandma's not cleaning up after you guys. So I told everyone at the table, like, make sure you clean your area up because I don't know who you think is cleaning up after you. And it was a small school. And so, in the end, you know, everyone ended up really loving my grandma. She was a super charismatic person. And my friend's grandmother was the other person who worked with her. And it was, when I look back on it, it was my first lesson in school culture. Because when people feel loved and respected and appreciated in a space, then they take care of it. They treat each other with kindness. And so I think finally of that memory and of having my grandma there. So when I walk through the building as a principal, I'm always looking for a feeling in a space of that love and of that culture. And so I always get that feeling when I'm in our cafeteria, and I just wanted to respect the women who work so hard for our kids every day. So I'd like to have Chris and Karen and Claire come on up and stand next to me for a minute. It's so fun to see everyone all dressed up. I normally see everyone wear aprons. Come on, stand next to me. Families are here tonight. So I'll just mention one more thing about school culture. So by definition, it's a shared value, belief, attitude, and behavior that shapes our school and the functions and the feel of it on a daily basis. And in a simple way, I like to look at it as it's what we do here. So our kids, they know that we treat each other with respect, we treat each other with kindness, and these ladies are a big part of that. They know everyone's name, they know who's having a bad day, They know who needs an extra scoop of mashed potatoes on their plate. And they usually at least a couple times a year cause a ruckus. Last year, they made homemade burgers out of like sirloin, so the boys were like, what are these burgers? They're not the usual burgers. Chris was making homemade pizzas this year out of dough. They bring their crock pots in and make pulled pork for everyone, and they do deliver buffalo chicken dip to the board office through in-office mail.
Second day in office.
So I just wanted to recognize them and thank them so much for their service to our students. So thank you all. So kind of going along with the theme of school culture, when I took over the position as principal, I really wanted to make sure that we put things in the hallway that reflected our school community. We put a new motto out, which is building on a legacy, and I wanted to include our students in that, so I spoke to our STEM students and I asked them to come up with a project with Mr. Finley's guidance, of course, of something that they could contribute that would stay in our building. Anything they wanted. So, you know, we have a group that's redoing the podiums for the auditorium because they are mauve colored, and that bothers me. So I was very excited about that project, but our STEM kids came up with a project, so I'm gonna bring them up, and I'm gonna let them do the work because they've been doing this. So they're gonna explain their project, and then we're going to have our staff select what they want from this project, and then they will build it and put it all out in our building. So they will be building and installing this project that they created. I have to give a special shout out for the music selection. We did turn it down so you could hear it, but Little John is in the background of the video. And that was selected by our kids. So come on up, guys. You want to talk first? I know Gwen's always in charge, so she makes all the appointments with me. Maybe talk a little bit, and then I'll give you a thumbs up when you're ready for the video. I can be your assistant. Yep. There you go.
So these are the designs for our plaques. Mine includes a folder, room number, and teacher's name.
Ours has like a slidable thing so you can change out the teacher and it has their name and everything and the subject.
Mine has a mailbox with the teacher's name and the room number.
I worked on this with my partner Eric, but he's not here today. It has the room number and it has two little slots because some classes have two different teachers throughout the day.
So what we're gonna do is, the kids created a Google form, so instead of just picking one of these placards to go, we don't have any signage in the building next to our classrooms to denote which teachers are in what room. So the kids made a Google form, and instead of just picking one and installing it, our staff can pick whatever they want for each room, which I thought was a lovely idea. So we're gonna have the staff watch a video that we'll send out tomorrow. Max, you wanna cue it up? And then you guys step a little bit to the side.
We're the True Force Team Broadcast and we are creating plaques for outside of your classroom. I'm Kara. I'm Gwen. I'm Eric.
I'm Tom. I'm Drew. I'm Logan.
How do you know? No, that's like so convenient. It even says the room number and teacher in the room that day, and you can interchange
teachers change rooms, and there will also be a second folder if there's rooms with 2 or more teachers. Mailbox. Perfect.
Plaque features a wooden design with a laser engraved name and room number and a mailbox for students to drop off papers.
Mr. Finney's room? This is Mr. Finney's room. Thanks to our classroom clock design, we were able to find Mr. Finney's room.
Our plaque has a laser engraved room number and a space for teacher's name and subject.
If teachers share a room, we're able to add another teacher's name to it, and if teachers move rooms over the years, it can be removed to switch the teacher's name.
A Google form will be emailed to you to pick your plaque.
Thank you guys for your hard work, I appreciate it, and I know the staff has been super excited.
What happens if we like them all? They're really good.
I mean, they thought of everything, there's even spaces where certain placards are not available, so they designed one that anybody can pick.
That's great. They look great.
There's some here.
Thank you.
I'm assuming this one's yours. All right, thank you guys so much.
We're gonna go ahead and take a brief recess so we can take some photos with the students and staff members that were recognized this evening, and then when we're finished, if families wanna use the backdrop, they're welcome as well, and after we've had an opportunity to congratulate everyone, we'll get back to the boring part of the meeting, so.
All right, we're gonna take some pictures.
let's go ahead and get started, and
Make earn your money, Dan.
I'm gonna, actually, can I turn it over to you for the report first?
Sure.
And that way I don't
Yeah, of
cover
course.
whatever you cover.
Yeah, so I have some good news to report to the board. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a report like this anywhere. I was actually just curious to look in other districts that were the size like ours, but there was 0 reported and 0 confirmed HIBs for the entire first half of the year. So we had talked as an administrative team what that we could attribute that to. We talked about certain efforts like well, certainly we are blessed in Pitman to have such to have strong families, students that really have come in already with high character that just needed to be stewarded. But we talked about a really concerted effort we have as a district now with the District Character Council program, where I don't know if you drove by like even Memorial School yesterday. Or today there was big signs up about fortitude and self-control and all of these different lessons that we're actually tailoring to different students. And eventually we're trying to get them through the pipeline. Eventually we're going to actually bring this. I didn't even mention this to the student reps today when I met with you, but eventually bringing students onto the District Character Council, grow those teams so that it gets through to the pipeline. And that's, again, we're thankful for our partnership with Gene Miller, Brennan Peterson. I've stressed multiple times too that, and I think this perhaps is a sign of that our goal is not to become a national school of character. If that happens, it happens. But the goal is to become a school of strong character. And so the goal is kind of inside the journey itself. So pretty excited about that. Now, again, this was really good for the first half of the year. In January, the January report, there was a few reported HIBs. There was 2 reported HIBs and 1 confirmed HIB. So we effectively broke our streak. But I've never seen a report like that. So where I don't even have to usually talk about trends, about ups and downs and waves of reports, and there were none. So, and this is not to say things are ever looked at another way. We're very open. Our counseling staff is super supportive of students, and this is really a reflection, I think, where our students are. So it's a really positive report. We did our mandatory security drills. I participated along with Ms. Stewart, Ms. Skanes, and I'm drawing a blank on one more member. We have 4 representative members of Pitman School Community to the County Reunification Response team. That is a joint effort between OEM and the schools. We participate in the event that a violent event would occur at another district, not Pitman. That's what the reunification was for. In this event, there were a couple hundred Delsey students that were sent as kind of guinea pigs for us to kind of iron out the kinks. It also helps us internally on our end to really hone in on our own reunification efforts, or I should say our evacuation efforts, in the event that we have to evacuate our building for even non-violent events, and how to do that with go bags and rosters and all that, and how to we communicate that. We had a tabletop with the police, and we're eventually going to involve the fire department. We talked with Chief Pearson about that as well, and so just constantly focusing our efforts on safety and security. One other thing I do want to report, it is not official yet, but there was some buzz. I have been asked some questions. They're actually meeting tonight in Washington Township. They publicized that they will be leasing out the entirety of the Walls building in addition to the Kindle building next year. They're expanding their pre-K program to support 100% of their universe. Thank you to Mr. Stratus. He has worked with Janine Wechter, who's the business administrator in Washington Township, to design a good, strong 4-year lease agreement that I think will really support us. Obviously, that brings in revenues. That lease agreement is, again, pending review from their attorney. Mr. Long has already looked at it. We're good to go on our end. So once Washington Township has a chance to essentially officialize that and sign it and send it over, we can disclose details of that actual lease agreement. But I just want to let you know that is coming. I will put that in my superintendent report just to give particularly the residents on Cleveland and Grant some forewarning. The plan there too is potentially to redo that parking lot, potentially expand that parking lot, because it obviously has to support us at the board office and also staff that will be occupying walls as well. Mr. DeStratus also designed it, tweaked the Kindle lease agreement as well with some escalators, and again, once we have that signed, we could publicize that, I guess, after we talk with township officials. Last but not least, Mr. Caltabiano could not be here tonight. His daughter is actually being recognized in Upper Pitts as Student of the Month. And so he said, no, I will not miss a board meeting. I said, I will be upset with you if you can't come to this board meeting, just like the board was with me when I attempted to come during my dad's episode in November, so we really appreciate that here. But he is in the process of submitting, I don't know if you saw it on a recent broadcast, I think it was on the SBA, the High Impact Tutoring Grant. We are eligible for $80,000 in funds. It is competitive though.
Right.
So we're trying to fine tune that so that we can actually have that high impact tutoring monies come to us. That just was released on Friday, I believe. It was very recent. So we'll have that grant. Hopefully, we will have that grant done by its deadline. We're working on that, and we'll report that out at committees as well.
Okay.
That concludes my report.
We'll pop back to the president's report. I want to thank Mrs. Papalardo for reminding us all that we had yearbook pictures tonight. That's something that is definitely nice to know in advance, so everyone was notified. But
Dave was digging.
I told you. Yeah, I showered. I got home from work early. I did shower. But,
everyone was notified.
the worst way to get me is through email. The worst way to get me.
I know, and I text you.
It's probably that new Apple update that stinks.
Oh, boy.
You responded.
Yeah.
Can I give you some free advice?
So, thank you, Mrs. Papalardo. Next, we're going to go to, I wanted to thank Mrs. Higby Iono for including me in a legislative group that she's a part of with Morris County. Is that correct?
I think it's,
Monmouth?
no. It's not Hunterton. What's next to Hunterton? No,
Somerset?
she's from Hunterton.
She's from Hunterton. Okay. So she is their VP of County Legislation?
Yes, and she has created she's trying to get at least one person from every county to participate in this committee where we're just going to share our ideas and information.
It's not formally under the NJSBA. It's like
Right.
Mrs. Higby Iono is she's the Gloucester County Vice President of Legislative Relations, so the contact person. So the idea being that she would then disseminate the information to the rest of her counterparts in the county. So all the presidents or vice presidents, I guess.
Yeah. So I cut out the middle and just put April on the committee.
She's
Right
like,
up their alley.
It's like, you should come. So hopefully there's some good ideas. I mean, there's always
Yeah, if
you
she
never
can
know.
get it going.
Yeah.
Just need a little more participation.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to advise the board that I had a meeting in December with a gentleman who's a former superintendent in another district, but who is a part of some of the organizations that are continuing these funding formula conversations. And I met with him and Kelly Hinkle, who's the Fair Funding Collective. I don't know what will come of it, but always trying to just ensure that Pitman has an opportunity to have a seat at the table. I do have an upcoming Fair Funding Collective meeting as well on Friday. There's a gentleman, I believe, in Collingswood who's really good at data analysis to review some of the data that we've mined over the last couple of years in an effort to identify some of the levers that we could best advocate for if funding formula revisions become relevant this year, kind of as we are ramping up for, as we jokingly call it, legislative advocacy season. So, and as always, if anyone wants to come with me, just let me know. The other item I wanted to bring to everyone's attention is next month's meeting. So we will have some of us will have a conflict. Our kids will be in the Pops concert. So I don't know if I want to, that's what we were discussing. Like,
Yeah.
I am always hesitant, and this is just a dialogue, so anybody chime in. I'm always hesitant to move a meeting because I'm fearful that someone will perceive it as us moving a
Right,
meeting on them,
Right.
Whereas it's really just a personal conflict for a couple of board members.
Right.
So
Did we move the time up last February? We had
we
this
did
conflict before.
something, and
We
then
did. I think we moved the meeting up a little earlier so
Yeah.
that you could
Times the
run
concert's
out
Exit.
and
The
get to the
concert's at
concert.
7,
We
yeah.
Concert's
moved
at
it- I
7.
think we moved it to 5:30.
How many,
or
is it
6.
just
Yeah.
me and you?
6.
What about you?
I
Chorus?
don't know.
No, you don't
Oh,
have a
is it
chorus.
just us then?
That is just us.
Maybe
Well,
that's-
I don't wanna inconvenience everyone if we're just us. We can always kind of maybe split the difference, or, what are your thoughts?
I'll be in it.
You guys will be in the
So
concert.
you can't make it
Yes.
even if we make it earlier.
Right, cause you'll already
Yeah,
be
probably
getting
not.
ready.
Move the day.
What time do you get home, Dave? What time are you around if we moved it up?
I can be here anytime. I'm home or I'm at work. I have no life.
I'm
good.
thinking, can we just move the time up though? I mean, our meeting's
If we
so what,
move
an
it up,
hour,
then
then
I
I just
can-
do 6
Do it.
o'clock?
No, moving time up, no, that's not,
That's
just
what I
do-
was
Let's
asking.
just do Thursday.
I'd
I
rather
get-
move the
I'd
time
rather
up
move
than
it
move
up.
the whole night
Yeah.
to a different night. That would
Right.
confuse people more, I think.
Yeah.
I don't
Like-
care, I'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah, but what time do you get home, Dave?
We don't, we
What are
don't,
the benefits of being a boss? I'm out, 3 o'clock.
Can we do a 6 o'clock instead? You think, can we
Yeah.
do a 6 o'clock meeting instead?
Is everyone comfortable with that? Does that make
I mean,
it
I'd rather do
difficult
the
for
same
anyone
night
else?
too.
no,
then.
it's fine.
already happened.
you know,
So exec 5:30 meeting.
I left
6.
today at 3.
Yeah, that sounds good.
we could start getting the word out now. Just
Okay.
hey, you know,
Dan?
especially,
Dan?
I'll put a
Can you
letter
do
out
6
on
o'clock?
Friday and let
No,
you.
5:30.
Okay.
do whenever you need me.
Can we send a
You
message?
can make it home for bedtime now, Dan.
Could we send a
I got a shot
message
tonight.
to,
I thought we were gonna get lucky and
the
get Dan's
borough
brother.
and see if they could put it on that sign?
Okay. Yeah, we did that last year too.
Okay. We did?
Yeah, we
Okay.
did.
This
Elvis
sounds,
was-
this all sounds really, I'm like terrified of
5:30.
moving a meeting and,
Yeah, I
You-
think we just
you
had it earlier
think
last
too
time and you ran out the door.
okay.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Because our
think
meetings are long.
I know.
Do we have
aware.
a staff spotlight
Not
next month?
Unless there's something
5:30?
going on.
No, there's not. Oh, no, there's not.
So it should be a
next month.
quick.
It should be quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The only thing we were floating the idea was a sports recognition, but we had not even
Finalize those
firmed that.
details.
Yeah,
There'll be kids that are in both,
right.
so that might make it difficult.
Anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for kids that would be attending.
Okay.
And then the last item is that, the New Jersey School Board Association, I am chairing the finance committee for school funding now, so.
Shocker.
Congratulations.
Nobody saw that coming.
So, they do try to like spread out the, regional areas that folks are picked from, but I would tell you that there's always opportunities in the NJSBA if there's an area of interest and you would like to join me in any of
We
these.
said that
do
with a straight
really
face.
appreciate it, April. You do so well with it.
I do love school funding. It's like,
I know.
it's like I'm pretending I don't, but if I could trap someone in a conversation about it, anywhere, I
No
will.
good deed goes unpunished.
No good deed goes unpunished. That's correct. So, so that's it for my update. And then Mrs. Pavarotti, you have the board self-eval going out?
When you check, I just sent
I
it
just
out.
saw it.
Yeah,
Yep, I sent out the self-eval. If we can get it done by like February 10th,
Okay.
that gives us a week before we'll be meeting
Okay.
to get back whatever the data is that they give us back. So.
Okay.
And I sent you the links, but if you click on the link and it doesn't work, that's because you probably have to go actually to their website and sign in first.
And log into
It won't
that.
let you in if you're not signed in.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing I forgot is I sent an email to the board earlier, just this afternoon. I got the CUSAC DIP.
I saw.
And
Yes.
they'll just be out in July.
Okay.
I spoke to Bob on Friday, and he said it's just, I forget, what was the thing? I can't even remember. It's something innocuous that we've already completed, so.
Right.
It's not, they're not even coming out
And
for review.
And
They're
it's,
just-
right, we just need additional like, I think,
For
the absentee,
I think it was the
It-
school ethics
it was that?
disclosure.
Well, right, and then it's also the, which they've never provided us with a
They
list.
would not, correct.
And then it's
Oh,
also
they never replied to
a
that?
plan for, no, right, cause I was like, we need names.
Plan for
Yeah.
which one?
The chronic absenteeism,
Oh.
it's not that we don't address it,
Correct,
but.
it's correct, we already provided the plans to them
Correct.
too, so it's a matter of, we'll probably get the updated score, which we'll be passing in July.
Right,
Yeah,
and, when do this year's come out for us to refill, for this year's financial disclosures?
It's open now, I just have to send them out to you.
Okay, so if everyone can put that on their radar to get completed in the next 30
Oh, boy.
days.
we'll do it.
And then submit it, and then screenshot it, and then maybe
Although-
send Mr. DeStratus a copy of the screenshot
Although
with
this is not a
confirmation.
CUSAC, look back here.
It doesn't matter,
I'm not on record with that one.
Oh, that's the
That's
financial
what I was gonna
thing?
say too. I was like,
That-
wait.
The one that's confusing, you have to fill out the same page 9 times.
Chris it'll come
And
from
then
you.
they tell you that
But
you
it's
missed one
really
paragraph.
Fill out your form and then
Same
you'll
page, same
upload
time.
it.
Give it back.
And we have
Okay.
till what date to do that?
Like,
April.
April 15th?
We usually try to get it done
Right
right away,
Yeah,
so
okay,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I'm
I just wanna know a drop dead.
more
There's
annoyed.
I went through and made sure the list was correct already, so
Cause
that's
school,
already
the
submitted.
administrators need to fill that out too.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a big list.
There was something else we just talked about. Mrs. Pappalardo, the self-eval. I can't think. It'll come to me. There
I'm
was
sorry, I don't
No,
know.
no, you didn't do it. I derailed whatever the thought was myself. No, okay. All right. Oh, we have a county meeting on the 5th. That's what. Make it quick. Okay, I'll turn it over to you.
Put that on my
I don't know if you guys. It's the virtual one. So this is a really great one because you can log in at home, and you receive the credit. It's going to be on school funding because I'm leading it. So that's all I like to talk about.
Wait, it's February 5th?
But
Okay.
these are the courses that you, these are some of the credits rather that you can get in the board member academy to achieve those different certifications. Like, what, Mr. Grossman, are you a certified board member?
Mhm.
Right. So then it'll be, whatever the next step is.
Master board member.
That you have to take a test for.
Oh, then you get a tote bag.
Master board member.
Well, I don't wanna give away any like secrets, but you can take it as many times as you want until you pass it, and half the questions are true or false. So, not to diminish the quality of the testing, but I think that's helpful to know. Okay.
And I will send all of you, I went and looked on the, website, cause we were always not sure with our year and what we have to take for training.
Oh, yeah.
I found it on the website and screenshot it, so when I find it, I will send it to all of you.
There's no more legal, right? That's only first 4 years, right?
And then the first year of your new term,
Every time you're re-elected,
you have to retake.
you have to retake the legal
So I'm
portion.
good though.
Yes.
Yes, you should be.
You should be good
When I
with
find
that.
it, I'll send it to everybody.
Right.
It's somewhere on here.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's year 1, 2, 3, 4
And then every 3 years after that, for the first year
of your second term. Okay.
of every term.
Yes,
Right,
Natalie Morse
right.
and I have to take.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn it over to our student representatives.
Pitman High's midterms this week, and right now we just got done with day 2 of exams, which will continue until Monday the 26th. Students only come in for their designated exam, and then they get to leave, or they just don't come in at all if they don't have an exam. Student council also had a meeting regarding the redesign of the high school bathrooms, which will be in progress soon. Safe to say that the boys' list was an interesting one about what they want in their bathroom. They want a Charmin Ultra Soft statue and
Oh my gosh.
and a lifetime supply of good quality toilet paper.
Oh my gosh.
Sean the Dream Big
Priorities in
Yeah.
life. Leave the guys alone.
I'm gonna forward that to their mother.
Solid list.
Recently, we had National Art Honor Society and Tri-M inductions on January 12th, and we completed our Winter Spirit Week, the week leading up to winter break. Also worth mentioning, FBLA went on a trip to Absegami, if I'm not mistaken, and the Environmental Science Club went to the Edelman Fossil Park. Also, Mr. Pitman date has been confirmed to be March 6th, with Academic Spirit Week also occurring the same week.
Okay.
Wait,
The
we do
what?
have
Okay,
over
go ahead.
12 contestants for Mr. Pitman.
I
12.
love it.
Just 12.
Wow.
Yeah,
know,
it is
yeah,
just
but-
12.
Yeah, but
Really?
Just 12.
We
wait,
confirmed with
somebody
You
somebody
counted
dropped.
wrong.
Somebody dropped. You did not.
There's only 12
Because
on the
somebody
list.
added. Because somebody signed up after, and I guess somebody dropped.
I got a list yesterday, there's only 12.
I love it.
Well, we have 12. That's the only amount we can
We
have.
were gonna cut it at 12 anyway.
Yeah, and we haven't had 12 in years,
Yeah.
right?
What was our last year, like 6?
Somebody
If there were
had to have
13,
dropped.
we were not going to cut one person.
No, I know, but like 12 was the.
But now Senorita gets to have her calendar.
That's what I was gonna say. Are we gonna do it? Are we
We're
doing
gonna try to
calendar?
do a
now?
fundraiser calendar.
Yes,
And they
love
want to
it.
do instead of there's Miss Congeniality, they want to do Mr. Good Boy.
I have not heard a peep of this in my house at all, so I'm assuming Max did not put his.
Yeah.
He is not on the list.
I would
he's
assume.
in fact not on the list.
Yes.
I don't think he even took the paper home.
Yeah, no.
You didn't wanna run the risk of you seeing it.
No.
Filling it out for.
I mean, it's not due till the 27th, so you got time.
Yeah, no, I'm not working that one, no.
When is the academic bowl?
That
Also
Friday.
March 6th.
The 6th.
Yeah.
Oh, before Mr. Pittman?
Yeah, it's during school.
During the day, right?
Got it. Oh,
Yeah, they do
gotcha.
like a-
gotcha.
Quizzo,
Oh,
Quizzo,
quizzes
is,
in the
Quizzo is Monday
Got it. Okay.
at 7 p.m. and the staff luncheon is that Thursday.
During the day.
Yeah.
Yes, the staff luncheon this
I
year
saw
is during the day.
that,
Yeah, I had responded to Mrs. Nichols. They so kindly invite us, but to say like you should do what the actual staff wants.
That's what I said. I said it's very nice
I know,
of
I
you to
didn't
think
even
of
fill
us,
it out. I
but-
was like, let them choose,
Yeah,
yeah.
we appreciate it, but
Yeah.
the actual people working.
Yeah.
Okay. The Pitman Elementary School HSA held a glow dance for grades 4, 5, and 6. The gym was lit up and packed all night. The art club and STEM club have started this month, and the Women's Club of Pitman will hold the 3rd annual spelling bee at PES on Thursday, January 22nd. The Maskers program rehearsals have started for their production Peter Pan, and you said which week?
We discussed so many dates. It's the
when is Peter
third,
Pan?
it's the
13th, yeah, it's the
Yeah.
week. It's the 13th.
week prior to that.
Yeah.
That's why you had to move 2 weeks in advance.
Yes.
You had the breakdown at the high school.
Yep.
Or the setup at the high
And
school.
then
So
the
sometime
high
in
I think it's the
school,
second week in
the high
March.
school
Yeah.
production is happening the week after
After
Peter
that.
Pan.
12th.
19th through the 21st.
Yeah.
That one I know.
14th.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
that.
oh,
That's
yeah,
all
yeah, okay.
Wait,
So
the
Yes.
high school show is the 19th through the 21st?
Yes.
Okay.
The school continues to implement the new district character education program. This month, they are focusing on virtue of fortitude. Students are earning tickets for exhibiting this trait and being role models. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, it's going to take us to finance and facilities, and I will turn it over to our committee chairwoman, Mrs. Bolton.
Okay. All right, the Finance and Facility Committee met on Wednesday, January 10th, 2025 at 3:30. The meeting lasted an hour. In attendance were Dr. Preston, Mr. DeStratis, Mrs. Miller, Mrs. Pote, and myself. We talked about closing out, this was a very different, exciting meeting as we switched committees. Very different. Okay, we talked about closing out the books for September and October and paying the regular monthly bills. So that's items 1 through 6 on the agenda. 7 is a service that we use to streamline ordering supplies during the school year and back to school time. It saves time and money, so that's always appreciated. Number 8 is the health and safety report for all of our buildings, and number 9 is the approval to get rid of some tables at Memorial as new ones are being delivered. Additional discussion items had to deal with the referendum. We received 2 competitive bids for the HVAC project at PES, so we're looking forward to starting that project at the end of the school year. We did not give the students an opportunity to make any requests for the bathroom. Maybe we should, I don't know.
No, definitely not.
I can't
High
imagine
school
what
was sad,
elementary
so
kids
yeah.
would come up with. Also, Mr. DeStratis is working very diligently to make sure we are getting competitive rates for a quality product for the staff. That was health insurance, I missed that sentence. We had a discussion on health insurance for the upcoming budget. And that was basically it. So, with that, I will make a motion to approve items 1 through 9 as written.
1 through
Did
10.
this not, what?
It
Oh,
always
10?
changes, yeah.
That correction did maybe not go through. Okay, 1 through 10.
Okay. May I have a second?
Second vote?
Any discussion?
Oh, that was the
We did
bids
it
that
out
you
of
said were
order.
going on there. Yes, okay.
Okay. Seeing none, Mr. Stratus, please call the vote.
Mrs. Bolton?
Yes.
Mrs. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Grossman?
Yes.
Mrs. Higbiono?
Yes.
Mrs. Papalardo?
Yes.
Mrs. Pope?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. All right, curriculum instruction, I will turn it over to our committee chairwoman, Mrs. Higbiono.
Okay. Sorry. The committee met on January 14th at 4:30. In attendance were Mrs. Miller, Dr. Preston, Mr. Caltabiano, and myself. There wasn't too much exciting this month. We have on the agenda for approval our dual credit agreements with Camden County, Salem County, and Rowan College of South Jersey for this school year. That was really the highlight. It's not an agenda item, but the committee also discussed the incredible performance our elementary students are turning in with our new Reflex math program. The kids have answered over 2 million math facts in September and have improved their fluency on those facts by about 50 percentage points. So this is just one tool that our, is it 2nd through 5th grades?
That's right.
Are using for math instruction, but everyone is really pleased with the results so far at this point. With that, I move to adopt items 1 through 17 as written.
I think we're up to 18 now.
It's 18? Okay,
Sorry.
1 through 18.
Can I have a second?
Second, Papalardo.
Any discussion?
I have a quick question on the field trips. It says that our 6th graders are going to the Funplex on Thursday, June
Yeah.
25th.
Yeah, so Melissa.
So they're
point-
going after,
Melissa pointed that out. Angela changed it, but it's not in this published version.
It's not, yeah,
It's not in June. It's not June 25th
Okay.
of last year. It's this
It
year.
looks
in-
like the year was updated.
the
but
year was
the-
updated, but it still says the
the-
25th, and I
Yeah,
thought, well,
she
they're
changed it after
gonna
hours.
be all
It's-
gone.
We'll,
Yeah.
Nobody's
Chris,
gonna be at
she'll-
school.
She'll just
What number was
correct
this?
that typo.
The
It's
field
it's
trip.
an attachment for the field trip. The
The
field trip
date's just
attachments.
wrong for the 6th grade field trip, so
You
it's
just
not
need to change
on
it to
here.
5/46.
Well, no, I mean, the item to vote is, but the attached.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Got it.
okay. Yes, Mrs. Farrell earlier. I think we tried to.
what you were talking about?
get ahead, but- Okay, is there any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, Mr. Stratus, please call the vote.
Mrs. Bolton?
Yes.
Mrs. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Grossman?
Yes.
Mrs. Higby Iono?
Yes.
Mrs. Papalardo?
Yes.
Mrs. Pope?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. All right, communication and policy, I'll turn it over to our committee chairwoman, Mrs. Farrell.
Yes, the committee met on January 14th, 2026 at 5:30. In attendance were Mrs. Papalardo, Mrs. Higby Iono, Dr. Preston, Mr. Caltabiano, and myself. There's not much on the agenda. We have the second reading of the Freedom to Read Act policies. But we did also discuss the new cell phone policy that was signed into law on January 8th. The law takes effect in the school year of 26-27, and requires the Commissioner of Education to issue a K-12 model policy within 90 days from January 8th. So once we get the DOE guidance document, Strauss SMA will update its policy and regulation guides to align with that model. Okay, with that.
I believe they actually just, it's
Oh,
out
they
there.
just-
They held a training yesterday in Tom's River. We weren't able to make it, but I'm sure we'll get information from that. But it was specifically on that cell phone
Okay.
policy and what policy, what the language might be around it. So we'll have it before September because we have to.
Right. So with that, I move to adopt items 1 as written.
Okay, may I have a second?
Second, Papalardo.
Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, Mr. Stratus, please call the roll.
Mrs. Bolton?
Yes.
Mrs. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Grossman?
Yes.
Mrs. Higby Iono?
Yes.
Mrs. Papalardo?
Yes.
Mrs. Pope?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. This is going to bring us to our second public comment. To be recognized to speak, please stand at the podium located to my right, state your name, municipality of residence, and group affiliation if applicable. Limit your comments to 3 minutes. Okay, seeing none. Is there any old business? Any new business? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Papalardo.
May I have a second?
Second, Grossman.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions? The next Board of Education meeting will be on February 18th, 2026, and it will be held at 5:30 PM, if we have executive, right?
That's correct, yeah. That's
Okay.
right.
Or 6 PM.
6 p.m. and 5:30.
Mark your calendar, Dave. You know you'll delete your email.
So Nicole didn't text him.
I even got told to wear my